Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another episode of Paranormasight. Last time, we continued our spree of, well, murder. Filling up our curse stone with soldier eggs in an attempt to bring Yoko back to life. Today we have another location, former Yasuda Gardens. We also learned that sometimes you gotta think outside the box a little bit in this game. The former Yasuda Gardens. There's some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it's easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards at this time of night. However, it feels weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. The Ryogoku Public Hall is also on the grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. Lush green park administered by Sumida City. As it's common in traditional Japanese gardens, its large central pond is shaped like the character for heart. Paths that crisscross its ground, lined with stone lanterns, are perfect for strolling while appreciating the foliage or birdwatching. The gardens once pulled in water from the Sumida River so that its pond would ebb and flow with the tide, a novelty in Edo, which had begun filling in the bay to support its expansion. But the practice has been discontinued in modern times due to flood prevention measures. Anything else interesting over here? Town in the background? Whoa! So, have you decided what you're going to do? Huh? With your oh so precious curse stone. Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman came inside, called out from behind me. I've been waiting for you. I have a cursed stone. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words. The woman continued. I have you in position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I'll at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. Hi. A woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of high social standing. I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place. I drew you recently. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure, go on. Can you introduce yourself? If we're gonna talk, we should get to know each other better. My name is Shogo. Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And I have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? 7. You sure? Well, what if you just tell me your name? Why? Well, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. Huh? Alright, ma'am. Yes? What is it? This is bad. She's completely running the show here. 6. I've had enough. 2 curse bearers shouldn't be carrying on like this. 5. Oh, okay. If you take my curse stone, what are you gonna do with it? With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? Huh. How does she know so much? I like to avoid such crude methods myself. 4. Also, we have our items here. The curse stone. 87% filled, dang. Damn it, did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me anytime. I guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. It could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. Can't have her my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that'd catch her interest. The Rite of Resurrection? You want soul dregs, that means you're after the Rite of Resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my! Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give me your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it, so tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't take your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 3. My son. What? He'd be in 6th grade now. If he were still alive. When I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He always had a strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them even if there was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad that he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah, hearing such a sad story just makes me all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you. 2. You still won't hand it over. 1. Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearer stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth trying. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. You're half right, but half wrong too. Huh? I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Oh. Farewell. No! Ah, fire! Fire so hot it burns! Fire! Fire! Of course, that's what it was. Ah! That guy! Damn it! You must have been following me. It's already too late. Yeah, what's he got to do with those things? Well, we're dead again. My, Dovey, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. It was not all in vain, however, as you finally realized how the curse is activated. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady. Sure. Very well. Remember how to ward off the curse when you return. But bear in mind, Shogoki has no way of realizing himself, so you must react for him. Back over here. Okay, so Basically, what I was thinking with this is that, first of all, yeah, surroundings, yay. Basically, what I was thinking with all this is that if Richter was over there, the one weird thing Richter asked of us is if we had a light. And her thing has to do with fire, so this lighter that we have, it's really suspicious. It helped us. Like, you know, we used it to ward off the darkness, but we don't really need it now, do we? Huh? Throw away this lighter? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that? Yeah, throw it away. Not sure why, but here goes nothing. Oh, I just threw it in the pond. Huh? Why did you just... Why throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could the lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... How could you? Ah! Ah! Get me up, like Shuichi. 25%. That brings us over 100. That was too close for comfort. Was that just coincidence? Not only was I able to release myself from her curse, she immediately panicked and ran away, fortunately for me. If she kept her cool and stayed, we would have been at a stalemate. Oh, I should check my curse stone. It should have gained a lot for just now. What the? Ah! Wait, why are we dead? Story chart unlocked. Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is the screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shogo Okie had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. From here on, you'll return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. And at those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. Oh. Saving, changing settings. Story chart. Two phases it must be complete to fully complete a chapter. If a chapter is finished while there are still tasks to be done, the chapter will not dim and will remain lit up. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you've gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led her to dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and voice earlier, Shogo Okie has no way of knowing that himself. Ah, on that note, I'm curious. Have you determined how many people Shogo Okie has killed with his curse? How many people? Well, there's that, the guy from the soap company. There was the person with the lamp in the darkness. There was The Lamp in the Darkness. There was the girl, the high school girl. The guy at the bridge, and the woman. So that's 5. Right? I see, I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 4. Well, that is all. 4? Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. Wait, how did I miscount? There's the soap guy, person that knifed me, the guy with the weird sweater, woman, and the high school girl. It's 5. Okay, well, we still have a little time in this episode, so let's go back to Kinshibari Park, since that seems to be where we need to be, and find out how to not kill Yoko? Maybe? Something's happening to Yoko? That's where he said. Whoa! The air just changed. Yeah. Well, let's see. We turned around, and she died. Which is weird, because with our thing, turning around should make the other person, the person who turns around should die. Oh, the story chart is the thing that wasn't available before also. I don't know, let's... I feel eyes on my back, I can't move. Is there something behind me? Yoko, are you okay? What's wrong? Save me. No, this can't be, no! Why? Yoko! It's no use, she's in no condition to talk. Yeah, listen, the last time we turned around, she died. So, let's get her to snap out of it. Huh? What? Is calling her name really gonna help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? Yeah, there was nothing there. Yoko, hang in there! Yoko, look at me! You're gonna be okay! It's alright, there's nothing there! Yoko! Hey, we did it! She didn't die! Shogo cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies unmoving on the ground. Will this please get through to her? Well, I hope she didn't die anyway. I'm glad that we can change the events though, because man, it turns out apparently killing everybody to bring her back to life wasn't a good idea. Huh? Oh good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You're so rattled and confused, I thought you really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh right, that must have been it. My humors are off balance. What, back there you ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. You're like in 20s. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow? What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So, to placate her, I promised I'd search the park for on my own for a little while longer. Okay, awesome. She's still alive. We're still alive. Things are going a lot better now, thankfully. Worried about Yoko after a bizarre incident, Shoko decides to call off the investigation into the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Shogokie, 5 a.m. Wow, that's a big time jump. Kinchibori Park. In further news... What? Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida City Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Oh, this is the report we saw at the beginning of the game. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area at around the same time. So who the heck killed us? The 7 Mysteries of Hondo. Kazuma Osho. Keisuke Nakamura. Gen Kobayashi. Shin Ink. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Okie's story to a close. Ah, but this is not the end, far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The roots of the 3 protagonists have now been unlocked. Haruhi Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the rite of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. And thus ends the prologue of Shogo Okie. Basically the tutorial of how to play the game. Next time, on Paranormasight, we get into the real meat and potatoes of things, with Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.